UFC 326 just finished. Holloway versus Oliveira 2. The BMF fight. Was it a BMF fight? Let's be honest. No, that might be one of the worst BMF fights I've ever seen. But we'll get into it. Full card recap. It just ended. I pretty much watched most of the fights. Predictions. I did absolutely horrendous. Oh my god, I did so bad. So bad. But now let's get into it. If I'm being real, the card itself, even coming into the, like a couple of days ago, it wasn't like it was never stacked. But usually the BMF card fights, usually they live up to it. The fights are better than, you know what I mean? But yeah, it was pretty bad. I'm being real. But let's start from the beginning. If I'm being real, I did not watch this fight. Rodolfo Bellato, apparently round 1 KO. Did not watch it, so I can't really speak on it if I'm being real. Moving on. Honestly, I caught the end of this fight and it seemed like apparently this guy right here, the grappler, he fought very stupid. And Dr. Nurgozai, I don't want to say the N word there. I don't know. He just, bro, whatever. Moving on. I didn't watch these fights, so I can't speak. I'm not going to make up things to say. I did watch this fight, though. Not too closely, but Shumadarji versus Jesus Aguilar. I did pick Jesus Aguilar, and I got it wrong, bro. Jesus Aguilar, he's very small for the division. He's very short. Shumadarji's very tall and lanky, and he just outstruck him out there. Couldn't get the takedowns. That is Aguilar. Shumadarji outstruck him. Has some nice spinning wheel kicks. Some good body kicks, whatever. He won the decision. Aguilar, respect to him. He tried it. He tried going for the finish. In the third round, kind of wasn't kind of going crazy. At times. Hey, respect to both guys. Shumadarji did edge out the decision, though. I did not watch this fight closely at all. Now, Cody Durden versus Nayam Jargal Tumandam. My fault. Nayam Jargal Tumandambara. I'm being real. I did not watch this fight closely at all. I'm sorry, but I'm just not watching these fights closely, bro. I got better stuff to do. Not really, but from what I can remember, Cody Durden, he would get the takedowns, or he would try to get the takedowns. He had nothing else other than the takedowns. But Niam Jargal, he would reverse it, get on top. Kind of was a stinky fight. That's also why I didn't watch it. And he won. What else can I say? Moving on. This fight I watched very close. From this fight onwards, I watch all these fights very closely. Ricky Tarcios versus Alberto Montez. I did pick Alberto Montez. He did get it done by decision. A very, very impressive performance. Now, Ricky Tarcios, obviously, we all know what he comes. We all know what he brings to the table. He's a brawler. He's a gritty guy. He's tough. Whatever. Majorly a striker. But Alberto Montez beat him everywhere. He beat him on the feet. Very technical striker. First of all, this guy looks exactly like Ilia Topuria. Like, he looked like exactly like him. Like, almost, right? Like, he looks fairly similar to Topuria. I feel like I just had to say that. I don't know why. But on the feet, that's the thing. Ricky Tarcios, he was trying. But Alberto Montez, he had very nice low kicks. Very nice, crisp boxing. He's very defensively sound. To the point where after that first round, Ricky Tarcios, he didn't even believe in his striking no more. That's what he does. He didn't even believe in it. He started going for he went for a takedown the second round. And then Alberto Montez clinched in I think it was a anaconda, I'm pretty sure. That's like his specialty submission. Bro, that was tight. That was absolutely tight. Ricky Tarcios went out. He didn't even tap. He didn't even get the opportunity to tap. He was already out. Great win for Alberto Montez, Hey, a guy to look for in this featherweight division, you know what I mean? In the post-fight interview, he was talking about how I'm pretty sure someone close to him passed away or like suicide or something like that, killed himself. Hey, I don't know. I feel like I just had to say it. I don't know why. But nah, good win from Alberto Montez. Moving on. Dante Johnson versus Cody Brundage. See how this says minus 800 favorite? Oh my God. This fight was literally very, very close. Very close fight. I expected for a minus 800 favorite and Cody Brundage coming in on short notice. You have to finish him. You have to make it look easy in there. It was not that. That first round, Cody Brundage was kind of like Dante Johnson. First of all, the fight starts. He taps glove straight into a left hook. What's that about? What is that about, Dante? What is that? What is that about? Can't like that's just some disrespectful stuff. Cody Brundage had the I don't know. I don't even remember if he had a takedown or whatever, but he's on top, on the ground. He's on top. The rest of the fight, pretty much, he had the control time. The rest of the fight, or the round, my fault. The rest of the round. Second round, Dante came in. First, this guy's stance, he's 5'8", by the way. Cody Brundage is 6 foot. Cody Brundage kind of has like a little hinge to his back. Dante Johnson, he stands straight up, and his legs are like fully like they're not bending at all. He sends straight up, so they look the same height, even though there's like a 4-inch difference in height. But not Dante Johnson, the second round, you could tell, you know, he lost the first round. He probably underestimated Cody quite a bit. Second round, he kind of put his work. You know, Cody, he's the type of guy, he gasses out early. Dante did good work second round, good punches, whatever. Third round comes, it's 1-1. And if I'm being real, I thought Cody won the third round. He had a lot of good jabs, a lot of good overhands. Dante did have a little, you know, control time, but not nothing crazy. And then at the end of the round, Dante, he throws a lot, but he's not landing a lot. He's not landing. He throws big, doesn't land like a lot of them. And then he won the fight. What can I say? Very close fight for a 800 favorite, minus 800 favorite. Absolutely insane. Let me drink some water. Yeah, I've been talking all day. I'm gonna edit that out. Don't worry. But yeah, for a minus 800 favorite, Dante Johnson, I'm just not excited for his next fights. I'm being real. I'm just not. Cody Brundage, for a guy coming on short notice, he performed pretty good, you know. But now moving on, might be the weirdest fight I've ever seen in the history of. That's the first two rounds very normal. The third round was like, whoa, what happened? Cody Garbrandt versus Zhao Long. I did pick Cody Garbrandt. Very weird fight though. Zhao Long, he started the fight with a clean head kick on Cody Garbrandt. For surprisingly for a guy with a bad chin, he ate it. He ate that head kick. Obviously he has a very kick heavy approach. This guy Zhao Long. He won the first round. He won the second round with the kicks. You know, Cody Garbrandt wasn't doing much. Very hesitant in there. Didn't really let his hands go. You know what I mean? But that third round though, you know, it's not even like it's such a weird round. Cody Garbrandt gets nut shotted, right? All right, whatever. It was pretty bad. Comes back, gets nut shotted again. That was really like it was straight there. It had some thud to it. Some thud to it. That's the thing. It hurts. That's the thing. 2 nut shots back to back and literally in the span of like a minute. So for that, bro, he literally started throwing up. He started throwing up. You could tell he was completely, he took his mouth guard out. That's how you know it was real. He took his mouth guard out. He started throwing up. Herb Dean took a point from Zhao, took a point from him. They went back into it. It was so funny because they were like like Cody Garbrandt was screaming at him because he was pissed. He was which like, it makes sense, bro. You just kicked me, you know, in my family jewels twice. You know, like come on. But nah, Farrell was so fun. They came right back into it. They both did a jumping knee. They headbutted each other. You know what I mean? And then, bro, and then they were in the clinch right away. I mean, they were in the clinch. And guess what happens? A knee to his cup again, bro. Zhao Long knees him in the cup again. Herb Dean takes another point, which I don't know. I think that's 100% justified, bro. You need him. You hit him in the balls 3 times in a round, you get 2 points taken away. Let's be real. He got 2 points taken away. The rest of the fight, you know, pretty much, you know, Zhao Long, you could tell he really he needed the finish to win, right? Because there's no way he's winning at that point. He won the first 2 rounds, and then he had 2 points taken away the last round, and he's gonna lose the last round because you know what I mean. So there was no way he's winning. He had to get a finish. He was trying to do the Max Holloway point down, but it's just not gonna work, bro. Cody. He won the fight. Might be one of the worst ways to win a fight. Like he won the fight, but at what cost? His family jewels are gone. Nah, I'm playing. But nah, he won the fight. Respect to Cody. Zhao Long, please. Like he's a little bit of a dirty fighter, but don't worry. He's not bad though. He's not bad at all. Moving on to the main card. Gregory Rodriguez absolutely slumps Bruno Ferrer. You could tell, like, even though this fight only lasted like what? 2.5 minutes, 3 minutes. You can tell Bruno Ferreira, he had so much confidence going in there. He was so relaxed and whatever, very confident. I feel like he maybe underestimated Rodriguez just a bit. Well, I think Rodriguez, he was, calculated, tense a little, you know what I mean? Tight, pause. And then the first punch, the first punch Gregory Rodriguez threw, that big right hand, he slumped him. What else can I say? He slumped him with the big right hand. That's the thing. Bruno Ferreira, he had his guard up. It just went around his guard and kind of hit him on the temple, put him out. Shout out to Gregory Rodriguez. His last fight against Jack Hermanson. He actually, that's not his last fight, but his fight against Jack Hermanson, when he slumped him, he had like a a big ground and pound. A big follow up shot that was like not needed. This fight, he slumped him, didn't follow up. Respect. I feel like he learned from that Jack Hermanson KO. And yeah, he won. What else can I say? It's 1-1 though. Let's get the third fight. Now I'm playing. But nah, good win, Gregory Rodriguez. Yeah, what else can I say? Who should he fight next? I feel like I don't know. Who should he fight? Wait. Let me see. He should fight. Let me see. Let me look here. I probably should have done some research before. Maybe Paulo Costa. I don't know. A little Hail Mary. Paulo Costa. But now, moving on. Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. I predicted this. Yeah, why is this still here? Excuse me? All right. What happened? Drew Dober versus Michael Johnson. Don't worry, I'm going to edit that all. That was cringe. Drew Dober. First of all, I don't know why Drew Dober is a big favorite. I'm pretty sure Michael Johnson was like a -200 favorite. I'm not sure what's that about. I'm not sure at all, actually. But Drew Dober, the first round, you can definitely see a very big speed advantage for Michael Johnson. Landing some good shots, definitely won the first round. But the second round, Drew Dober, he came in different. He came in wanting to hurt him. And that's exactly what I thought he would do. And he hit him with a big overhand right, put him out very similarly to Michael Johnson's KO against Emmett and against Diego Ferrer. Very similar KO, a big overhand, slumped him. You know what I mean? What can I say? Two old heads going at it. One of them fell. Drew Dober is the one standing. Don't worry. Michael Johnson, he'll be back probably, right? Probably, he'll be back. Drew Dober, good win. Who should he fight next? I don't know. Someone. But now moving on. Rob Font versus Raul Rosas Jr. I don't know why I picked Rob Font. I was feeling, obviously, my prediction video, I was quite confident on this one. I felt like that as the fight progressed, Rob Font would, stop the takedowns more easily. But nah, as we seen in the fight, bro, Rob Font came in with a very low stance, which I thought was smart to, defend the takedowns. But he was very slow. That's the thing. If you're that low, you can't be really quick. Raul Rosas Jr. He's huge for the division, bro. He literally, I don't know if Rob Font was because he was hunched over. Raul Rosas Jr. He's huge, and he's strong. For every single takedown this guy Raul Rosas Jr. would go for, he would get every single. I think he had 22 takedowns that whole fight. Rob Font, he was trying to do an omoplata or something like that, trying to get a sub on the ground. What are you doing, bro? Get back up to your feet. What are you doing? I don't understand. For a guy who's being coached by Faraz Zahabi himself, GSP's coach, how do you not know how to defend a single? How do you not know how to get up to your feet? It's weird, bro. It's the only thing he has is a jab and a right hand. Only he has crisp striking, very crisp striking. But again, Raul Rosas Jr. every round he would just get a single, keep it on the bottom, on the feet. He also had some pretty good leg kicks as well. Raul Rosas Jr. That is. And then, bro, the fight, it kind of stunk it up a bit. The fans were booing, just a bit. But yeah, I mean, you can't hate the game, hate the player. I mean, you can't hate the player, hate the game. He did what he did to have to win. He's 21 years old for that. Rob Font should know how to defend a takedown. You know what I mean? That's his fault. Can we cut him, please? I'm so pissed off. Bro, you don't know how to defend a takedown? You are almost 40 years old. No, I'm saying. I'm sorry, but nah. Good win for Raul Rosas Jr. Not a very impressive win, if I'm being real. But he's in the top 10 now. I mean, top 15 now. He called for someone in the top 10. Someone in my chat said Figgy. I think that's a little too high, but I wouldn't mind him versus Chito Vera. It's a different fight from what Chito is normally used to. A grappler. He doesn't really fight grapplers that often. He's more of a, he fights. He's been fighting a lot of strikers lately. Let's give him a grappler, just cause I don't know. But now moving on, co-main event. Yeah, I'm breezing through this. I'm gonna drink some water though. I'm gonna edit it out. Kai Baralho versus Reinier de Ridder. First of all, I did horrible on picks. I picked Reinier de Ridder. I thought he would outgrit Kai Baralho, and that he kind of did. He kind of did. Kai Baralho came out early, very, very crisp. Had his hands all the way down, by the way. So he had like zero respect for Reinier striking. But he was landing accurate and powerful punches in the first round, very accurate. Reinier, he has a chin on him, bro. He has his chin on. He would kind of get wobbled from time to time. I mean, obviously, you're a middleweight and you're getting hit with some big punches. Cabral had very clean 1-2s, and then like the check hooks and the pull right hand. Like he very crisp this fight. Kind of makes you think how good is Imavov at the striking, because he outstruck Baralho. Like it's kind of, you know what I mean. But Reinier did have some control time at the end of the round, against the cage. Cabral 100% won the first round. Second round, Reinier's doing a little better. Cabral, he's a little tired now. He's a little tired. A lot of people are saying Reinier has bad cardio, but Cabral's cardio is worse than his. You know what I mean? Second round, Reinier, his striking is landing a bit more than the first. Cabral, his striking as well is landing a little less than the first. You know what I mean? So, like as the fight progressed, you could definitely see Cabral, his striking a little less crisp, while Reinier is quite the opposite. He was getting better that second round. Very close round as well, but Reinier also had a couple, some control time as well. Again, with some good shots on the feet, definitely won the second round. Third round, very close round. This fight was a very close fight. Now, Cabral, I feel like he did deserve to win that third round. He had at the beginning of the round, he had some big shots as well. Had a couple minutes of control time. Reinier, he definitely kind of edged the ending of the round with like the knees up the middle, some good right hands, some good jabs, 1-2s, whatever. But first of all, one of the judges had it 30-27. Can you retire as a judge, please? Retire, please, because we don't want you, bro. That is not a 30-27 fight at all. That's not a 30-27 fight. 29-28 at best for Kyle. He did definitely deserve to win. Sucks for Reinier de Ridder, 2 back-to-back losses. But, hey, he showed good. He was good in that fight. He had a good performance. Both of them had good performances. Cabral in the winning column. He called out Dricus du Plessis, which I don't mind that fight. But I don't know. I don't know. Do we give him that fight? I feel like a fluffy fight would be better. I feel like Dricus should fight Allen. Fluffy versus Baralho. Strickland versus the winner of Hamza and Imavov. Like I'm really a matchmaker for real. But yeah, what else can I say? Main event of the evening, BMF fight, Max Holloway versus Charles Oliveira. Oh my god. It was so hard watching this fight. Not only because, Charles Oliveira, he kind of stung it up for for all 5 rounds. He kind of did, but it just sucks seeing Max Holloway lose, bro, at all. And to lose like that, where it's like, I don't know. Charles Oliveira kind of had the same round every round, where he would come in, they're throwing, he came right in Max Holloway's face. They're throwing a bit, some good shots landed for both guys. And then he goes for a single, and then wouldn't even go for a single. You go in the clinch, right? And he's so much like stronger than Max Holloway, or just bigger, where he would just pick him up, and then just go to. You just do that. You just pick him up, go to the ground. Every single round he'd do that, and then the rest of the round, Max Holloway couldn't get better. Max Holloway could not get up at all. Could not get up at all. Bro, it sucks to see it, bro. I hated seeing Max Holloway just get absolutely drowned in there. It looked like he wanted to. He looked so sad. But nah, for a BMF fight, I think that's a disgrace. I'm being real. I'm not, obviously, when Hamza and Islam kind of had similar performances against, JDM and Dricus, like I wasn't that mad, because this is a championship fight. This is a BMF fight. You're supposed to, I don't mind a little takedown here and there, But like, come on, at least brawl like a little bit, maybe. Like, you know what I mean? Fifth round though, I'm just gonna skip over the fifth. For literally rounds 1 through 5, the same round every single time. Take him down early, drown him, big elbows. Go for the submission, wouldn't get it, neck crank, whatever. Same thing happened. Round number 5 though, pretty similarly, right? They're on the ground. The last 10 seconds, or no, that's like 10 seconds. I don't know. I think Charles just let him back up. They pointed down for the last like 5 seconds. They both landed a good shot, and then that's the fight. That's the fight. The fans were booing. The fans were booing all 5 rounds. They were booing all 5 rounds. Charles Oliveira, I mean, respect to him. He made it look easy, but seeing him have the BMF title over his shoulder is just like I don't know. I don't know about that. I just didn't like seeing that. I feel like we have to relinquish the BMF title. Can we just throw it in the garbage or something like it's over. It's done. The BMF gimmick it's over, bro. It's over. Shout out Holloway. I mean, shout out Oliveira. Very dominant performance. If this wasn't a BMF fight, I would have given him so much more props. But since it is, and that's the whole like marketing to this fight, you know. What else can I say, bro? Oliveira, good performance, but I think Oliveira should fight Arman Tsarukyan next, though. I think they should, run the rematch. Arman Tsarukyan, obviously, he wants to fight anyone. Well, he wants a title shot, but I feel like Arman Tsarukyan would be down for that fight. I think Charles, he had a lot more chance to win that fight than their first one. Obviously improved takedowns. We'll see how his takedown defense is, though. You know what I mean? Max Holloway, I would say maybe got like BSD, Benoit Saint Denis. That's not a bad fight. Benoit Saint Denis, he could test out Max Holloway's, improved takedown defense, and I feel like that should be a good fight. And it could be a BMF fight. BSD, he's a pretty bad guy, if you know what I mean. Pause. But yeah, what else can I say? Good fight. BMF title, no more. That's that. I'm really tired. This video is probably buns. I'm being real. I streamed for like 5 hours nonstop talking. My voice is low-key gone. Yeah, bro. Great, not great card. Okay card at best. But yeah, if you guys like, subscribe, whatever, do it, please. And I'm out of here.